Happy Monday. What's good? Y'all like my little Luke Skywalker look I got going on? Anyway, so I thought today I would make another video that's kind of focused again on my cigar smokers. Thought I would make another video. It was fun. People liked it. It was cool. But I think the tips and things I'm going to offer today about mindfully tasting can go for anyone who wants to taste their food differently or who wants to be a better consumer of their wine, scotch, beer, whatever. I think these tips and things that I offer can be used in a diversity of areas, but in particular, this is about cigar smokers. But the other thing I want to just put out in caveat is that for me personally, I really only started tasting cigars like a year and a half ago. Before that, I was kind of like, yeah, that was cool, or I didn't like that. But I wasn't sure about why I did or did not like it and all the things about complexity and yada, yada, yada. Just wasn't my cup of tea. But today, I just want to offer some of the things. So in the comments, let me know what you use that may be able to be helpful to other people as they want to mindfully taste whatever they are consuming. And so I made notes because I'm ready today. You feel me? So number one, take your time. Okay. Now we got to slow it down sometimes. Now I know for me, I can be a quick smoker. I am a fast eater. And so therefore it is important that sometimes in this idea of trying to taste, we take our time. So I think it's important. And one of the things that I've used is a setter timer. So I might say to myself, I want to smoke this cigar for an hour and 20 minutes at least. And so I'll set a timer, start that thing, and I will smoke until that time is up. And so that has allowed me to really slow down my time and to really take in the experience of having a cigar. Now, again, this can be used if you're wanting to taste your wine better. So instead of you taking 12 minutes to consume your wine, but now it may take you 45 minutes to sit and to enjoy the wine that you're actually having. And I think it can be helpful when we're wanting to mindfully taste what we are consuming. Number two, stay with me for a second. Okay. I think it's important that we learn the anatomy of our tongue. Now, you might watch your favorite person on YouTube or listen to one of your friends when they are lighting and tasting a cigar or wine, etc. And they may say, oh yeah, did you get that citrus out of there? And you're like, yeah, I got that. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I felt that, Now, I think it's helpful that we learn the anatomy of our tongue because then we know where we should be tasting certain elements. So if it is, salty, sweet, bitter, savory, etc., like when you're tasting, like, yeah, then you're like, oh, I should be, if someone says, oh, that should be chocolate, you know where to find it on your tongue and where you should be able, that taste come from. And so I think it's important to know the anatomy of your tongue so you know where certain things should be tasting. So if it tastes earthy or woody or minerally or whatever, you know where like, okay, I should be tasting this bitter taste in the back of my mouth. So learn the anatomy. It can help you. I promise. Okay. Number three, stay hydrated, people. Just saying. Stay hydrated. Staying hydrated is really important for our bodies in the first place, but it'll also help us to be better consumers and tasting of our foods. Because when our bodies are at their most hydrated states, it enhances our taste buds that we have. That's what I found. So I think it's important that we stay hydrated, especially before you are looking to consume whatever. Make sure that you're hydrated. Now, don't drink a whole gallon of water 10 minutes before you're about to have your wine, because otherwise you're going to be running to the bathroom, and that's not fun. So maybe over that course of the 3 days before, a couple of days before, that you're continuously staying hydrated. So stay hydrated, my friends. Now, number four, watch other people. Okay, take your time. You got to practice. So one of the things that was helpful for me, particularly when I was trying to be a better consumer of wine, one person I knew said, hey, how about you, before you taste wine, that you eat certain fruits and like learn the taste of that said fruit, and then try to find that taste in the wine that you're having. And so I think it's important that you practice this whatever phenomenon that you want to consume better. So you have to eat every day, so that's great practice every day. But I really do think it's important that you practice and you watch videos, you take notes about, oh yeah, I did taste this or I didn't taste that. And so practice, watch other people's videos, make notes. And again, that doesn't mean you need to be in your 5-star restaurant when you're drinking, your wine and say, oh yeah, let me write that down. Like, that's cool. But like, you can also make mental notes and then write it down later. But I think it's important that we practice. Practice, people. It's important. Again, watch other people on YouTube. It can be helpful. So you got to practice. Now, this might be a little bit contradicted to the last one, but I also think it's important that you take a day off or days off in between whatever you're consuming. So now you may not be able to take days off from eating food. You could if you're fasting. But let's say if you're a cigar smoker and you smoke every day, maybe take a day or two off to allow your body to kind of reset. Because often when we smoke or consume wine daily, our taste buds just become desensitized to what we're tasting. There's no way to really differentiate between like, what is that, when your body's just like, oh yeah, that was wine from yesterday. So I think it's important that you take days off. And so for me, I find myself taking a day or two off between cigars. And I've found that it's just been able to help me to enhance the experience that I have when I am smoking a cigar. And so I know I said practice, but it's also in time of that, it's also important that you take time off between those things. And again, I found that to be helpful to me. And even if you're doing a sport, you need some type of rest period as well. So you need to let your body to readjust and to get back into the flow of being able to taste different things. Now, again, I won't be clear. I'm no expert. There's some things that I watch on YouTube and like, bro, I did not get that. But here are the things that I found to be really helpful, and I thought you have. And so just to recap, I got my notes. Take your time. Set a timer. Stay hydrated. It's important. Practice. Watch other people's videos because it can be really good to do those things. Learn the structure of your tongue. And last but not least, take some time off. Okay. So again, drop your comments below. What do you do to taste your cigars or whatever you're consuming better? What can be helpful to other people? And so, as always, like, subscribe, and share. And I'm finna go get my Luke Skywalker on out here in these streets. All right. Peace.